pretty well-known drumming background. My grandfather was a drummer named Buddy Rich. And I got my first drum set at 18 months. And from that point on, I was off and running with drums. I knew what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. At the age of 4, I started child acting. I wasn't as colorful back then, but they didn't laugh at that one, Eric. They didn't laugh. I started child acting at 4, all the way up to 10 years old. I did commercials. I did the Berry Berry Kicks commercial. I did a whole bunch of acting in New York. And at 10, I decided not to do that anymore because I just wanted to be a kid. It was very taxing on my childhood, and I just wanted to be normal. As normal as I could be at the time. Then at 13 years old, at 13 I became a professional drummer and became sponsored by all the major drum companies and whatnot. And I was touring at 13. And through that, I saw the lifestyle that came along with being in secular music. And by 15 years old, I was drinking alcohol, obviously, and smoking and doing all the things that obviously a 15-year-old boy should not be doing. And you know, I continued touring. I did independent studies. I continued touring till I was 18 years old. Then I moved to Las Vegas, Nevada. Great place to move, right? Wrong. Horrible place. I moved to Las Vegas. I continued playing drums. I continued touring and continued playing in bands. And then I started experimenting with heavier drugs. And I didn't like how I felt inside. So I started putting substances in there to change my moods and to change my feelings. It progressed. A great part of the story, at 20 years old, I met my beautiful wife, Gloria, over there. Hi. Yep. And at 21 years old, I had my first child, Brooklyn. And I didn't even know how to take care of myself, let alone somebody else. So my drug use progressed, and big time progressed. And I was not prepared for fatherhood in any way. I started numbing myself even more because, like I said, I didn't even know how to take care of myself, let alone another life. Through that process, I became heavily addicted to prescription pills and opiates, for all of you that know what that is. And while I was heavily addicted, I had 2 more amazing children, Zion and Lexington. Not necessarily in that order, Lexington and Zion. Yep, sorry, yep. Lexington and Zion, and through that, I ended up becoming full-blown heroin addicted in Las Vegas. And I truly experienced hell on earth, and I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. It's the darkest place I feel like any human being could ever be on earth. So we decided, hey, since I'm on drugs right now, let's get out of Vegas, because Las Vegas is the problem, not me. Las Vegas is the problem. Let's get out of Vegas and come to Ogallala, because my wife's dad had a summer house here at the lake. So we came out here one summer, and within 10 days, I was in county jail. Never been in trouble with the law in my entire life. I was in county jail. When I was in county jail, my wife then had a restraining order against me at the time because I was unmanageable. My life was unmanageable. I was unmanageable. My life was unbearable. I was spiritually bankrupt at the time. And I hit my knees in this jail right here. I hit my knees and I looked up to God and I said, or what I knew as God at the time, and I said, God, or whoever you are, I said, please show me how to live life. I don't know how to do this on my own. I don't know what I'm doing. Guide me, please. And the next day, a pastor came and visited me in that jail and said, I don't know why I'm here, but God told me to come see you today. And he presented the gospel of Jesus Christ to me. And I took that information back into my cell, and I accepted Christ in my cell. And thank you. I would love to say that it was me, but it's all God. God called me to him. It had nothing to do with me. Left to my own devices, I'm evil. It's all Jesus. It's all him. He called me. So through that process, I accepted Christ. I repented for all my sins at the time. And I was born again. He regenerated me. He completely changed me. And here I stand three years later, a new man. I can't humanly explain anything that happened to me. It is all the power of Jesus Christ. So I encourage all of you who struggle with any sort of addiction or anything that is binding, and I encourage you to seek Christ, because power is in his name and he will relieve you. Thank you, guys.